Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Erica, and Happy New Year. So hopefully you guys will be seeing this video on New Year's Day, and I'm excited. I have been binge watching a ton of booktube videos, and it has really been motivating me to read, and I cannot wait to show you what it is that I have, what books I have for you guys that I'm going to be reading, and what I'm currently reading right now. So the first book I got was from Cloud Library, and all these are library. Don't pay attention to these. I've already showed you these ones. But the first one I got was from Cloud Library, which is kind of like Overdrive. I get it from my library, and it was The Darkest Star, and it's by Jennifer Armentrout. So if you have not read the Lux series, and I think they recently, well not recently, but a couple of years back, they bind the first two books together and the last two books together, and I believe it's called Origins and something like that. But it's the Lux series, Obsidian. I can't remember the name of the other ones, but they if you haven't read those, this is basically a continuation. It has characters from that series in this book as well, and we have a new female lead. Her name is Evie, which I will talk about in a second. But basically, it is everything that happened after the previous books. After everything happened in there, this is about life after all that, the alien invasion and things like that. So one thing that I will say about this book is that this book, I just finished it actually early this morning, and the only thing I will say about it is that we did not need this book. I love Jennifer Armentrout. She's one of my favorite authors. I love her new adult books, which I prefer over her YA books, but the whole time, the book is like, what, 300 and something pages, a little over 300 something pages, and the whole time, the first 75% of the book is basically introducing and retelling everything that took place in the previous series, and I just felt like we didn't need all of that. We already know that it is a continuation, so, and as we realize, it's been years since the other series came out. However, we just didn't need all of that, and if she was doing an introduction or reintroducing you guys to what happened, a couple of pages would have been great to kind of like get your gears going, like, okay, yeah, I remember this happened in the book in the previous series, and that's it. Also, the characters seem just like the previous main characters. Damon and Kat were the main characters in the other series, and this is Luke and Evie. Luke was mentioned, I think he played a really big part in the previous series, and I don't know if he was like a child or a preteen. I think he was maybe like around that 10 to 14-ish. I don't really remember. You guys are slipping down. So I'm working with this new tripod. So I don't really remember what age bracket he's in, but right now he's 18, I believe. And so I did remember him. And we obviously know that he wasn't a Lux or a Luxan, I think I'm saying it right, or human. He's something much more powerful. And basically, we're just going along this back and forth with him being arrogant, him being knowing that he's the stuff and all of that. Basically, how Damon acted, that's how he's acting. And then we have Evie, which is the same person as Kat. She's just Evie. And we go with the banter between them two, talking about I'm watching you, and she keeps saying it's creepy, I don't like you. Obviously she likes him. It just was something that, okay, we get it, come on, where's the story going with it? And I don't even know why I finished it. I'm not going to finish the series. I think it's a trilogy, and we just did not need that book. I knew when I got to a little over 200 pages, when they were still talking about the alien invasion, and she's still not knowing, there's no action or anything going on. They're still talking, introducing themselves and things about them, and I just knew that the ending was really going to be rushed with the big climax, the third act and everything like that. So I just knew it, and I was right. So yeah, if you guys like the series, I would just say leave it where it is. You don't have to read these. If you want to, that's you, but you really don't have to do that. So let's move on with the next book. So the next book I have is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is a debut novel, and I am excited for this book. So all I know about this is that it's based off Arthurian legend. And you guys, I used to be obsessed with King Arthur. I wanted to be a historian, archaeologist, study anthropology. Well, when I was younger, and I gobbled up anything I could find about King Arthur. So basically this story has the descendants of King Arthur and his round table, the Knights of the Round Table, but this story follows Bree. Her mom is in a horrible accident. I think it's a car accident, and she basically wants to forget everything about her life, her childhood, her memories, all that stuff, and she enrolls in a school. And I believe something happens, something magical happens, which is something bad magical happens that same day. I think it's the same day she enrolls, and that's basically all that I know about it. But I have read so many reviews about this, and people seem to really like it. And I also, like, it came to the library, I saw it, and oh my god, I just sneezed. I saw it on my desk, and I just never really picked it up to even see what it was about. But when I was trying to get out of this year-long slump that I just had, I was like, this looks interesting. And so when I saw that it had something to do with the King Arthur legend, I knew I had to hurry up and grab it. The next book I have is Raybearer, and it is by Jordan Ifeweko. I pray I said that name right. And this one, I really have no idea what it's about. I was looking for something to read, and the cover definitely caught my attention. It's so beautiful. It's stunning. And yep, I don't know what it's about. I believe it has, of course, the magic system. It said, what if you're sworn to protect the one you were born to destroy? So I'm thinking that she has to, okay, so she has to, what's her name? Tarsai. So basically it says she was raised in isolation, and she was raised in isolation by a mysterious, often absent mother known as the Lady. And when she comes of age, she sends her to the capital of the global empire to compete with other children chosen as one of the Crown Princess Council of 11. If she's picked, she'll be joined with the other council members through the ray and bond deeper than blood. That closeness is irresistible. But the Lady has other ideas, including a magical wish that Tarsai is compelled to obey: kill the Crown Prince once she gains his trust. Tarsai won't stand by and become someone's pawn, but is she strong enough to choose herself or a different path? So we have basically, you need to gain someone's trust. So it's kind of, but I know I'll keep those thoughts to myself when I do a discussion, but we basically have this, and gain someone's trust in order to kill them. But obviously we know sometimes that does not work out. Things happen, feelings get caught up. I'm here for this epic adventure. And it also reminds me of the book A Song of Raids and Ruins. I'm almost done with it, and I started this book earlier in the year, and I just never really finished it. I have been switching between reading it and also listening, and this kind of the same thing. Malik, his sister, is kidnapped by a vengeful spirit, and in order to get her back, he must kill the princess, Karina. And so I believe that they all, once he infiltrates Saul Alahari, I think it's Kasar Alahari, I think this is what the kingdom or the castle is called, Kasar Alahari. So it's like this week-long competition, and I believe the champions are chosen by gods or something along those lines, and last one standing is basically the winner. Well, Karina has her own agenda, her own personal thing that she wants to do for herself, and whoever wins is the person that kind of really completes what she's trying to do. I'm trying not to spoil it. It is told from two dual points of views. It's told from Malik's point of view and also Karina's point of view, and I actually like both. I really love when stories are told from different points of views, because sometimes I really want to see what one of the side characters are thinking, especially if they are kind of like the second main character. I really want to know what's going on in their mind. What are they thinking, especially when situations come up, when conflicts come up, and you only see them through the eyes of the main protagonist. I just always wonder. So whenever we do have like a continuation with something with like a side character, not like how The Darkest Star is, but if we do have something like that, I am always interested in it, because I just want to know during those times, those events and things that happen, I want to know what they were thinking. I want to know how they feel, just everything about what was going on, because sometimes those parts can be very important to the story as well. So I think that is all. This was really short. I did not want to go into this overwhelming myself, because I think that's what I did last year. I kind of overwhelmed myself. I felt like I needed to read in order to do videos and all of that, and of course the pandemic happened and it just really drained everything from me to want to read, and I'm so glad I'm out of that right now. Like I said, I finished The Darkest Star and I'm almost done with A Song of Race and Ruins. I am also prepping to get ready to film other videos for you guys. I'm so excited to share with you. So if you want to continue seeing my videos, if you want to know what else I have in store for you guys, please give me a thumbs up on this video and also subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!